डिप्रेशन के बारे में क्या कह रहे हैं वो भी आपके साथ हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। कहते हैं साइकोलॉजिकल ट्रीटमेंट्स कैन टीच न्यू वेज ऑफ थिंकिंग, कोपिंग और रिलेटिंग टू अदर्स। दे मे इंक्लूड टॉक थेरेपी विद प्रोफेशनल्स एंड सुपरवाइज्ड lay therapists. Talk therapy can happen in person or online. Psychological treatments may be accessed through self help manuals. Effective psychological treatments for depression include behavioral activation, cognitive behavioral therapy, interpersonal psychotherapy, problem solving therapy. Antidepressant medications include selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors such as fluoxetine. Healthcare providers should keep in mind the possible adverse effects associated with antidepressant medication, the ability to deliver either intervention in terms of expertise or treatment availability and individual preferences. Antidepressants should not be used for treating depression in children and are not the first line of treatment in adolescents, among whom they should be used with extra caution. Different medications and treatments are used for bipolar disorder. Self care can play an important role in managing symptoms of depression and promoting overall well being. What you can do: try to keep doing activities you used to enjoy, stay connected to friends and family, exercise regularly, even if it's just a short walk, stick to regular eating and sleeping habits as much as possible. Avoid or cut down on alcohol and don't use illicit drugs which can make depression worse. Talk to someone you trust about your feelings. Seek help from a healthcare provider. If you have thoughts of suicide, remember you're not alone and that many people have gone through what you're experiencing and found help. Talk to someone you trust about how you feel. Talk to a health worker, such as a doctor or counselor. Join a support group. If you think you are in immediate danger or harming yourself, contact any available emergency services or a crisis line. WHO's Mental Health Action Plan from 2013 to 2030 highlights the steps required to provide appropriate interventions for people with mental disorders, including depression. Depression and self harm suicide are among the priority conditions covered by WHO's Mental Health Gap Action Program. The program aims to help countries increase services for people with mental, neurological, and substance use disorders through care provided by health workers who are not specialists in mental health. WHO has developed brief psychological intervention manuals for depression that may be delivered by lay therapists to individuals and groups. An example is the Problem Management Plus PM Plus manual, which describes the use of behavioral activation, stress management, problem solving treatment, and strengthening social support. Moreover, the Group Interpersonal Therapy for Depression manual describes group treatment of depression. Finally, the Thinking Health Manual covers the use of cognitive behavioral therapy for, for perinatal depression. So WHO ने ये जो बातें हैं डिप्रेशन के बारे में बहुत सारे हेल्प पूरे दुनिया भर में दे रहे हैं और डिप्रेशन के कोज, सिम्टम्स, टाइप्स, ट्रीटमेंट्स, ये सब आप लोगों को जानना ज़रूरी है बिकॉज़ आपको नहीं पता कब आपको इसकी ज़रूरत पड़ेगी। कई बार हम डिप्रेशन को समझ नहीं पाते हैं कि है क्या, व्हाट इज़ इट। इसके लिए आपको टेस्ट करना चाहिए और डिप्रेशन टेस्ट आपको हर तरह से मिलते हैं। मेंटल हेल्थ ग्रुप्स में आपको डिप्रेशन टेस्ट दिया जाता है कि यू कैन अपने आप को जो समझना हो वो आप ज़रूर समझ सकते हो। कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं कि लिटिल इंटरेस्ट और प्लेजर इन डूइंग थिंग्स, नॉट एट ऑल, सेवरल डेज, more than half the days, nearly every day. So आप ये जो इंटरेस्ट है, प्लेजर है in doing things, क्या आप वो करते हो? Feeling down, depressed or hopeless, उसका क्या जवाब है, ये आपको आपके टेस्ट में बताएगा कि आप डिप्रेस्ड हो या नहीं. Trouble falling or staying asleep or sleeping too much. Feeling tired of having little energy. Poor appetite or overeating. Feeling bad about yourself or that you are a failure or have let yourself or your family down. Trouble concentrating on things such as reading the newspaper or watching television. Moving or speaking so slowly that other people could have noticed, or the opposite, being so restless that you have been moving around a lot more than usual. Thoughts that you would be better off deal or of hurting yourself. If you checked सारी जो बातें आपने सुनी है सही है, तो आपको क्या करना चाहिए? You need to find out. अपने आप को टेस्ट करो कि is this something you want to get out of your life, कि आप अपने डिप्रेशन से निकलना चाहते हो, और निकलना चाहते हो तो बहुत सारे हेल्प है, बहुत सारे हेल्प ऐसे है कि आप अपने जो डिप्रेशन है उसको हील कर सकते हो. हाउ कैन यू डू दैट? ये आप सभी को पता है. कॉल योर हेल्थ प्रोवाइडर, अपने डॉक्टर के साथ बात करो. आप किसी को बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रस्ट करते हो, उनसे बात करो. टॉक टू देम, आस्क देम कि इन चीज़ों से मैं कैसे हेल्प ले सकती हूँ या ले सकता हूँ. हाउ कैन आई गेट आउट ऑफ इट? ये बातें कभी कभी हम सोचते हैं कि ओह क्या सोचेगा, क्यों होगा ऐसे, वो क्या सोचेंगे. ये वो सोचने वाली बात नहीं है. ये आपको अपने आप के लिए सोचना पड़ेगा. आप किस तरह से इससे हेल्प लोगे, किस तरह से डिप्रेशन से निकलने की आप हेल्प ले सकते हो. दिस इज़ द मेन थिंग कि आपको हेल्प लेना पड़ेगा और आपको डिप्रेशन से निकलना पड़ेगा. हाउ आर यू गोना डू दैट? हाउ आर यू गोना प्रोटेक्ट योरसेल्फ? ये बातें जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है. किस तरह से आपके मूड्स चेंज होते हैं, आप बातों को किस तरह से हाउ यू फील ऑफ इट. आपके एरियाज ऑफ द ब्रेन कौन कौन से डिप्रेशन में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. प्रोफेशनल हेल्प आपको लेना पड़ेगा. आपको अपने डॉक्टर को बताना पड़ेगा कि दिस इज़ व्हाट इट इज़, आई वांट टू गेट हेल्प आउट, आई वांट टू बी आउट ऑफ डिप्रेशन, और किस तरह से मैं डिप्रेशन से बाहर निकल सकती हूँ. और ये सारी बातें जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है. अगर आप टीन हो, 20s में हो, 30s में हो, या किसी भी साल, कोई भी उम्र के हो, अगर आप सोचते हैं कि आपके अंदर डिप्रेशन शुरू हो रही है, जो सिम्टम्स है आपके अंदर आ रहे हैं, तो मेक श्योर करो कि आप हेल्प लो अपने लिए. डिप्रेशन एक कॉमन मेंटल डिसऑर्डर है और ग्लोबली ये एस्टिमेट किया गया है 5% ऑफ अडल्ट सफ़र फ्रॉम द डिप्रेशन, और इसमें ज़्यादा करके औरतें हैं. और औरतों के कारण भी यही है कि औरतें ज़्यादा करके ब्रेव होते हैं टू गेट द ट्रीटमेंट. तो इसीलिए डिप्रेशन का जो ट्रीटमेंट है उसे लेना बहुत ज़रूरी है. और कई बार हम सोचते हैं कि हम किस तरह से डिप्रेशन को कोप कर सकते हैं. डू वी रियली वांट टू कोप और वी वांट टू गेट आउट ऑफ इट? कहते हैं डिप्रेशन को अगर कोप करना हो, you can take steps to cope with and navigate depression. Small changes to your daily routine, diet, lifestyle habits can all positively affect you. कहते हैं कि what helps people cope with depression? If a person feels sustained, intense feeling or sadness or loss of interest in activities, they may have clinical depression. People also refer to these conditions as major depressive disorder. But there are small steps you can take to help you gain more agency in your life and improve your sense of well-being. Depression affects millions of people, including some in your life. You may not realize they face similar challenges, emotions, and obstacles. Being open, accepting, and loving towards yourself and what you're going through may help you navigate depression. On days when you feel you can't get out of bed, exercise may seem like the last thing you'd want to do. But exercise and physical activity can help reduce symptoms of depression and improve energy levels. Research suggests that for some people, exercise can be as effective as medication at relieving depression symptoms. It may also help prevent future depressive episodes. Even when you feel you are unable to or have little energy, see if you would be willing to do the opposite of what your mood tells you to do. Instead, set a small goal for yourself, such as walking around the block. Know that today isn't indicative or of tomorrow. Internal emotions and thoughts can change from day to day. Tracking experience through journaling or keeping a mood diary can help you to remember this. If you were unsuccessful at getting out of bed or accomplishing goals today, remember that you haven't lost tomorrow's opportunity to try again. Give yourself the grace to accept. Give yourself the grace to accept that while some days will be difficult, others will also be less difficult. Try to look forward to tomorrow's fresh start. Depression can taint recollection with difficult emotions. You find yourself focusing on things that are unhelpful or perceived as different. Try to stop this overgeneralization. Push yourself to recognize the good. If it helps, write down what was meaningful about the event or day. You can track what you achieved that day and which activities were enjoyable. Seeing the weight you've given to one thing may help you direct your thoughts away from the whole and to the individual pieces that were helpful. The automatic, unhelpful voice in your head may talk to you out of self help. But if you learn to recognize this voice, you can learn to work through it. If you believe an event won't be fun or worth your time, say to yourself, you might be right, but it will be better than just sitting here another night. You may soon see that automatic thought isn't always helpful. Instead of compiling a long list of tasks, consider setting small goals. Setting and accomplishing these goals can provide a sense of control and accomplishment and help with motivation. Attainable goals may include: don't clean the house, take the trash out. Don't do all the laundry that's piled up, sort the piles for later. Don't clear out your entire email box, just address any time sensitive messages. When you've done a small thing, set your eyes on another small thing, and then another. This way, you have a list of tangible achievements and not an untouched to-do list. All goals are worthy of recognition, and all success are worthy of celebration. When you achieve a goal, do your best to recognize it. You may not feel like celebrating with cake and confetti, but recognize your own successes can be a powerful tool for depression's negative weight. The memory of a job well done may be especially powerful against unhelpful self-talk and overgeneralization. If depressive symptoms disrupt your daily routine, a gentle schedule may help you feel in control. These plans don't have to map out an entire day. Focus on creating a loose but structured routine to help you keep your daily pace. Depression can push you to give in to your fatigue. It may feel more powerful than preferred emotions. Try to push back and do something you love, something that's pleasurable or meaningful. It could be playing an instrument, painting, hiking, or biking. Engaging in meaningful activities lifts your mood or energy, which can further motivate you to continue to engage in activities that help with navigating symptoms. Shows music can improve your mood and symptoms of depression. It may also strengthen your reception of positive emotions. Music can be especially beneficial when performed in group settings such as musical ensemble or band. You can also reap some of the same rewards simply by listening. Time in nature can have a one powerful influence on a person's mood. Research suggests that walks in nature may improve depressive symptoms in people with clinical depression. Time in natural spaces may improve mood and cognition and lower the risk of mental health disorders. But there is only limited research on the direct effect of nature on those with clinical depression. Consider taking a walk at lunch among the trees or spending time in your local park or plan a weekend hike. These activities can help you reconnect with nature and soak in some rays at the same time. Depression can tempt you to isolate yourself and withdraw from people you love and trust, but face to face time can help wash away those tendencies. If you are unable to spend time together in person, phone calls or video chats can also be helpful. Try to remind yourself these people care about you. Resist the temptation to feel like you are a burden. You need the interaction, and they likely do too. Consider writing or journaling about what you're experiencing. Then, when the feelings lift, write about that too. Research suggests that keeping a journal can be a beneficial add on methods of managing mental health conditions. Writing down your thoughts can help you express what you are feeling more clearly. It can also help you keep track of your symptoms daily and identify their causes. You can make a goal to write a few minutes each day of a week. Most importantly, what you want to write about is completely up to you. When you do the same thing day after day, you use the same parts of your brain. Doing new things can feel rewarding and may improve your overall well being and strengthen your social relationships. To reap these benefits, consider trying a new sport, creative class, or cooking technique. You can knock out a few birds with one stone, spending time with other people and doing something new by volunteering and giving your time to someone or something else. You may be used to receiving help from friends, but reaching out and providing help may actually improve your mental health more. People who volunteer experience physical benefits too. This includes a lowered risk of hypertension and improved sleep. When you do something you love, or even when you find a new activity you enjoy, you may be able to benefit your mental health more by taking time to be thankful for it. Practicing gratitude can have lasting positive effects on your overall mental health. What's more, writing down your gratitude, including in notes to others, can be particularly meaningful. Stress and anxiety can provide your depression symptoms. Stress and activity can prolong your depression symptoms. Finding relaxation techniques can help you lower stress and invite more joy and balance into your day. Research suggests that mindfulness activities may help you improve your sense of well being and feel more connected to what's happening around you. These activities can include meditation, yoga, deep breathing, journaling. There's no magic diet that will treat depression, but what you put into your body can have a real and significant effect on the way you feel. Some people may also feel better and have more energy when they avoid sugar, preservatives, and processed foods. If you have the means, consider meeting with a doctor or registered dietitian for guidance. Substances such as drugs or alcohol can contribute to the perpetuating feelings of sadness. On the other hand, people who live with addiction may experience symptoms of depression. You may want to consider limiting or avoiding the use of alcohol and other substances to help you depressive symptoms. Sleep disturbance are common with depression. You may not sleep well or you may sleep too much. Both can make depression symptoms worse. Aim for 8 hours of sleep per night. Try to get into a healthy sleeping routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day can help you with your daily schedule. Getting the proper amount of sleep may also help you feel more balanced and energized throughout your day. Suppressing and compartmentalizing your feelings may seem like a strategic way to cope with the difficult symptoms of depression. But this technique ultimately unhealthy and ineffective. If you're having a down day Acknowledge it. Notice and name your emotions and try to bring your attention to engaging in activities that are helpful instead of focusing on the emotions. Seeing the ebb and flow of depressive symptoms can be instructive for both self healing and hope. You may also find it helpful to speak with a professional about what you're going through. A general practitioner may be able to refer you to a therapist or other specialist. They can assess your symptoms and help develop a clinical treatment plan tailored to your needs. This may include various options such as medication and therapy. Finding the right treatment for you may take some time, so be open with a doctor or healthcare professional about what is and isn't working. They'll work with you to find the best option. कई लोग सवाल करते हैं, what is the fastest way to stop depression? For some people, the fastest way to reduce symptoms of depression may be to use prescribed medication. The type and dosage of medication may vary from person to person. Other methods that may help include talking with a mental health professional. You may also help reduce symptoms by taking a walk in nature or doing a calming activity. What are the ways to overcome depression? You may be able to relieve depression symptoms through therapy and some lifestyle changes, such as practicing mindfulness, getting regular exercise, and eating nutritious meals. In some cases, you may need medication to help. What are 3 ways to help treat depression? Treatment for depression can involve therapy such as cognitive behavioral therapy, lifestyle changes such as practicing meditation and limiting alcohol and drugs, and in some cases taking medication. What is the best method to treat depression? The best method to treat depression can vary depending on your needs, that the severity of the symptoms. It can involve therapy, medication, and other practices that help you accept your own challenges and emotions. तो इसलिए हम चाहते हैं कि आप लोग अपने जो डिप्रेशन है उसको ज़रूर हील करो, उसके टेक केयर करो, डिप्रेशन को डिनाई ना करो. कोई भी सिम्टम्स आपको सही नहीं लग रहा है, उस सिम्टम्स को डिनाई नहीं करना, उस सिम्टम्स के बारे में पता करना. गेट हेल्प ऑन इट, क्योंकि अगर आप अपने डिप्रेशन की हेल्प नहीं लोगे, यू विल गो इनटू डीप एंड डीप एंड डीप डिप्रेशन. जैसे आपको लगता है कि समथिंग इज़ रॉन्ग, कोई बिहेवियर रॉन्ग है, आप हमेशा किसी को अक्यूज़ नहीं कर सकते, आप हमेशा किसी को हर्ट नहीं कर सकते, दर्द नहीं दे सकते. बट इफ़ यू थिंक यू आर knowingly or in not knowing or knowingly you're doing it, you have to take that step and talk to a professional health worker. You have to talk to your doctor. You have to get help from do a therapy. सो दिस इज़ समथिंग दैट हमारी जो कम्युनिटी है वो हमेशा डिनाइल में होते हैं, इस बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं. लोग डिप्रेशन से कितने मौत हो जाती है, सुसाइडल अटैम्प्ट्स होते हैं, सुसाइड किया जाता है, लेकिन हम लोग फिर भी कहते हैं कि नहीं नहीं सब कुछ ठीक है, अपनी कम्युनिटी में ऐसा नहीं होता. होता है. टेक कंट्रोल ऑफ योर हेल्थ. अगर इस तरह से हो रहा है, टॉक टू अ डॉक्टर. इसी के साथ दोस्तों हमें इजाज़त दीजिए. अंटिल नेक्स्ट टाइम, गुड बाय एंड बी सेफ.